Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining me. On this episode of Build Your Own, we're going to build, price, and option a 2020 Volvo V90 Cross Country T6 all-wheel drive, as well as learn about the features and other configurations. Before we do, however, I just want to remind you that if you find this build and price review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. The 2020 Volvo V90 Cross Country takes the good parts of an SUV and mixes them with the best aspects of a luxury wagon. The result is a slightly raised driving position, standard all-wheel drive, lots of cargo space, a beautiful cabin, high levels of equipment, and many safety features. To make it even better, it's all wrapped up in a package that's pleasing to the eye. The V90 Cross Country is a variant of the regular V90 midsize luxury wagon. Not many other vehicles with scuff plates at the back and cladding along the sides enjoy center of gravity that's more like a car than a truck. So the 2020 V90 Cross Country is able to tackle muddy trails and snowy conditions while still retaining a fine control over the handling characteristics. Okay, let's just jump right into this build and price review of the 2020 Volvo V90 Cross Country. Normally I do a little bit longer intro, but there's been a little bit of discrepancy I've been discovering as I've been looking and learning more about the V90 range. I've been reading a lot of information that the V90 Cross Country here that's over here on the right that starts at $54,550 is only available in the lower horsepower T5 trim. But when we check the specs over here, and we will in a second, we'll discover that the V90 Cross Country is available in both T5 and T6 configurations. But before we take a look at that let's go take a look at the rest of that gallery real fast. We'll just get through these exterior photos. Here's a nice shot of the front end. We can see those Thor's hammer headlights, which must be a running theme across Volvos. I just did the 2020 Volvo XC90 T6 R design. I really am partial to the R design, but the Cross Country doesn't come as an R design. But if you're interested in the X90 R design T6, the 2020, I'll go ahead and put a link up in the corner of that video right now. Here they're showing a shot of this V90 Cross Country out in the wilderness. The reality is that probably the average owner will never take this thing even into the grass, let alone out into the mountainous countryside. But yeah, it's a cool thought. Here's a better shot of one here. They're pretty tall. That's a pretty tall wagon. Reminds me of like the Audi Allroad, which I'm sure it competes against for sure. Here's a nice shot of the back end. Here's another one going up a trail that most of them will never see. Here's that shot of one I showed in the beginning. This one's quite attractive. I think these wheels are very beautiful. They look to be 21-inch wheels. We'll check that out when we get to the specs in a little bit. But yeah, very attractive. And here now we can see the interior. Here's a nice shot of the infotainment. And looks to be a digital gauge cluster. Digital gauge cluster over here. I don't know if that's standard or optional. Here's another nice shot of the cabin. I really like it in the black leather. It looks really good. Oops, I think I skipped over one. Yeah, here they're just showing the vents and how nice they are. And the Bauer, looks like the optional Bowers and Wilkins stereo system right here. You can see the stainless steel speaker cover over here on the door panel. And yeah, here's a nice shot of the full cabin. We can see that there's actually seating for 5. We can see that. You don't want to be in the middle in the back though. But there's seating for 5. Here's a panoramic moonroof. And somebody looking out the back window thinking. But no, it's real nice in the back seat. Look at the black leather. Looks great. I like the headrest in the back. We can see that it looks like it has a sunshade on the back window here. That looks to be a hook for the sunshade to pull it up along the window there. Very nice. And here's one final shot of the interior for the V90 Cross Country luxury wagon. Here we can do a virtual walk around of the interior of the V90. Oh, this one they're showing an inscription, right? There are 3 trim levels. There's the Cross Country, there's an inscription, and there's the R design, right? The R design is the most sporty. The inscription, I think, is going to be your most luxurious, and then the cross country is your off-road one variant. However, all of these are quite luxurious. And so, yeah, here's the walk around of the exterior, of the interior. We can also do that on the exterior, so let's do that real quick. Okay, let's see how this works. Yeah, that works pretty good. This is definitely not a cross-country variant. This is probably an inscription. Looks to be in T. No, it is. It says cross-country on that bumper down there. You see that says cross-country on the bumper? It says it's a T6. And see, there it is right there. Like I was saying, in all the stuff I was reading online before I decided to do, while I was researching this vehicle, everybody was saying, hey, it's only this the V90 Cross Country is only available in the T5 trim, which clearly is not the case, and or Volvo changed that up at the last second. Who knows? At any rate, you can find it in a T5 and a T6. Matter of fact, let's go check the specs right now. Okay, so if we look over here on the right, let's see if we can get rid of this stuff in the center. Can we do that? Yep, we can get rid of that, and we can get rid of that one. So now over here on the left, we can see that we can get, what are our options? We can get a T6 all-wheel drive cross-country Volvo Ocean Race. It says we can get a T6 all-wheel drive cross-country. And then you can get a T5 all-wheel drive cross-country. So the T6 all-wheel drive cross-country Volvo Ocean Race, I guess that's a special edition. Hopefully we'll find out about that when we check the features next. It has a starting MSRP of $60,500. It's a T6. It gets a 2-liter engine that makes 316 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, the T6 Cross Country is going to get the same engine. It just doesn't have the special Ocean package, and so it has a starting price of $56,350 as opposed to $60,500. Then, of course, we have the T5 all-wheel drive Cross Country. It starts at $52,550, and it too has a 2-liter engine, but that engine does not put out 316 horsepower. It puts out 250 horsepower and 258 pound-feet of torque. So there you go. The Volvo V90 Cross Country comes in 3 different specs, and yeah, there it is. So let's go check the features. Okay, let's check the features here. So we've got up here in the top left selected the 2020 Volvo V90 T6 trim, all-wheel drive cross-country. We're not going to do that special Ocean version. So the starting price, $56,350. Let's take a look at what the standard safety features are and what the optional ones would be. So airbags, driver, front, and passenger, those are standard. Active bending lights, standard. Automatic braking after collision, standard. Blind spot information system, they call that the Bliss. It's standard. Brake pedal release, standard. Won't read all the information. If you want to make sure you read all the information, then just pause the video real quick. I'll wait for you. There's city safety collision avoidance. There's daytime running lights. This is all standard stuff. Distance alert, driver alert control. That's pretty cool. That's like Mercedes Alert Assist, which, you know, kind of senses if you're kind of getting tired, things like that. Door handle illumination, standard as well. If you want these booster seats, however, you got to pay $500 for those 2-stage booster seats. You got energy absorbing interior, standard. Emergency brake light, standard. Lots of standard equipment. Head restraints, hill descent control, hill start assist, all standard stuff. Laminated side windows, inflatable side curtains. Look at all those airbags in there over here on the right there. Lots of standard safety equipment. Now this Home Link, it says, is available in a package. And what the Home Link does is it opens garage doors and exterior lighting, turns on exterior lightings, things like that. You've got a lane keeping aid, that's standard. LED front fog lights with cornering function, standard. There's those Thor's Hammer daytime running lights, that's standard. Lots of standard safety equipment. Pilot assist, power child locks, oncoming lane mitigation, rear collision alert, power braking assist, power parking brake, reinforced passenger compartment, road sign information, that's standard. Wow, that's pretty cool. Runoff mitigation, lots of stuff. Safety belt pretensioners, side impact airbags. You get the Volvo on-call smartphone, tire pressure monitoring system. Lots of stuff. You got the whiplash protection system, and you've got a welcome and home safe light. So that's pretty cool. I guess the vehicle interior lighting and ground lighting and the door handles are turned on for 30 seconds when you unlock your car with the remote control. So there you go. Lots of standard safety equipment on this V90. I'm quite impressed. Let's move on to interior. So we got interior we're going to check, versatility, exterior, performance, and packages. After we get through checking all those different features, then we'll go and do the build and price component and actually see what it's going to cost out the door with all the features, the exterior color that we want, and all that there. So we'll learn about the exterior colors when we get to the configurator, because it doesn't seem like they're going to show us that beforehand. Okay, so let's talk about the interior of this T6 all-wheel drive cross country. Standard leather seats. You can get perforated Napa leather seats. That is an option. With the standard seats, you can get, looks like upholstery they say is amber. I don't know if black is, if you can't, yeah, there's charcoal. You can get it in charcoal. There's your black. You can get blonde leather, blonde Napa leather. That's also, the Napa leather's in packages. But you can get the charcoal. You can get a blonde, which is their tan. And they've got an amber, which is more like a brownish color. Those are all standards for you. You can get a maroon brown Napa leather. That's on option. 3-spoke leather steering wheel with a deco inlay. That's standard. That's cool there. Lots of different things. So you got the black walnut wood inlay is standard. You can do a mesh grill inlay, aluminum inlay, which isn't very attractive. The gear shift knob is not attractive, but it is a leather. It is leather wrapped, so that's at least nice. You got 2-zone electronic climate control is standard. You can get 4-zone climate control, but that's got to come in a package. You can get massage for the front seats. That's in a package. I'm never care about that kind of stuff. That Bowers and Wilkins stereo system, that high-end stereo system, 19 speakers, 1,400 watts. Looks to be $3,200 for that bad boy if you want to get that. You got a front armrest. You got electric folding rear head restraints. That's probably so you can see out the back window a little better. You got heated front seats as standard. You've got heated steering wheel as standard. That's actually pretty cool. A lot of manufacturers bundle that into a cold weather package, so that's actually nice that the steering wheel is just heated by default. Available in a package is if you can have the heated seats. You can have heated seats in the rear, but that's going to be in a package. High performance audio system. So they're telling you right off the bat that there's a 224 watt 10 speaker stereo system that probably does sound pretty good. That's standard. Illuminated side moldings, these side skirts right here, scuff plates, that's pretty cool. That's standard. Interior high-level illumination, well, I guess if you want the high-level illumination in your interior, you got to bundle that in a package. Let's see. Another package is power seat cushion extensions, but a power driver seat is standard, as is power front passenger seat. That's standard. Rear center armrest is standard. Power lumbar support standard. Side curtains and rear side curtains, right? The sunshades that we saw in one of the gallery images, that is not standard equipment. We got to bundle that in a package. The multi-function steering wheel that lets you control your phone, your cruise control, the infotainment, all that there, that is standard. If you want to get the ventilated front seats, however, come in a package. So there we go on that. We learned about the safety features, the interior features. Let's go check out versatility. I have to admit, I'm quite impressed with this T6 all-wheel drive. Lots of stuff that says standard, and the stuff that's available in packages, it's stuff that I can live without. Here they're showing us some interior versatility, right? The multiple configurations in which you can configure, fold down these back seats so you can put your stuff in there. Of course that's standard because it comes with seats, and the seats fold down, so that's standard stuff. Now, what is cool that's standard is this 12.3-inch digital driver display. That is kind of starting to be the new normal with high-end cars, where you have this not just regular analog gauges anymore, but now you have a digital driver display that you can reconfigure. Digital speedometer, has all your infotainment information up there, can even throw your maps up there. Matter of fact, Audi has a beautiful version of a digital driver display cluster, and it is gorgeous. They call it the virtual cockpit, and it is very nice. So there's a 12-volt power outlet, that's standard. 360 surround view camera, that's available in a package. Auto dimming exterior mirror, standard. Auto dimming interior mirror, standard. You get a compass. That's too bad. The compass is available in a package. The heads-up display. I love head-up display. It puts the things like speed, like your speed and navigation directions onto the windshield. I love head-up display. Costs $900. That's definitely an option that we're going to add to our cross country for sure. You've got the folding 60/40 rear seats as standard. You got keyless entry and hands-free power tailgate. Now this is awesome. That's standard. Now here's something that's kind of interesting. There's a grocery bag holder that comes in a package, but that's cool that they even offer something like that. You've got the cover for that you can cover up all your personal belongings back here. They call it a load cover. That's standard. Navigation system, standard. This is also cool. There's a lot of manufacturers out there that, they give you the infotainment system, but the infotainment system does not have navigation. You got to upgrade to get the navigation, so that's pretty cool. Park assist camera, that's awesome. It's standard. If you want park assist pilot with front park assist, that's available in a package. However, power parking brake is standard. Park assist is standard. Power windows is standard. Well, you'd think at this day and age and at this price point, power windows should be standard. They could probably skip over even mentioning that. Rain sensing wipers, that's standard. You got the Senses Connect. This really does what for you? This gives you your in-car apps, connects you to the web, online radio, streaming music. That's all standard stuff. You got your roof rails. That's standard. Smartphone integration, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, also standard. Lots of standard technology features here. Very cool. All right, let's talk about the exterior, and right off the bat, we can take a look at these wheels. So the standard wheels are these 19-inch wheels here, but we can option these 20-inch 10-spoke wheels over here on the right for $800. Those are quite nice. We're probably going to put those wheels on our cross country. The black gloss side window trim, standard. I guess there's a cross country specific front grille, I suppose. They're letting us know it's standard dual integrated tailpipes. Now, full color coordinated sills. The sills are these rocker panels that go along the bottom. That would be that cladding that I mentioned. Now, the cladding is usually black, but if you want to have it in body color, and they're giving us the body colors, it says it's only available for crystal white pearl, osmium gray, onyx black, and maple brown metallic paints. If you want to get one of those, then you can get these sills painted to match. That only comes in a package. You get the headlight high pressure cleaning system. This thing opens up, sprays water onto your headlight to clean it. That's standard. Heated windshield washer nozzles. That's available in a package, however. Some other things available in a package. There's a luxury package. Not sure what that is. They don't really quite tell us what that does. Metallic paint. I guess that's available in a package if you want metallic paint. Panoramic sunroof, however, is standard, which is pretty cool. Power retractable exterior mirrors, standard. A rear skid plate, also standard. Okay, this performance features page isn't very big. They tell us that the T6, well, of course, we have this selected. We have the T6 all-wheel drive. It is standard, of course. Comes with all-wheel drive. That's also standard. The chassis, it says the chassis is standard. It's just letting you know that it has all-road capability. It's got double wishbone front suspension and all of that there. Multi-link rear suspension. The transmission has drive modes, which is standard. The transmission can do, and there's an optional air suspension as well, but the drive modes are comfort, eco, dynamic, off-road, and there's an individual mode which you can probably customize. An 8-speed automatic transmission is standard. Stop-start technology is standard, but can you turn it off is the question. And then electronic power steering is also standard. So last but not least, let's go over and check the packages, see what's available over there, and then we'll go do our build and price. Okay, so over here, starting on the right, we've got this lighting package. It looks to be $4,500. It's available for the T6 all-wheel drive only. That's what gets you your Napa leather seats, your 4-zone climate control, and your rear sunshades. So you're going to have to spend almost $5,000 to get the sunshades unless they offer it a la carte. Then there's the convenience package for about $2,000, $1,950. This gives you your surround view camera, your grocery bag holder, home link remote garage door opener. $2,000 is a lot of money to spend on a garage door opener and a grocery bag holder. I think I'm going to have to skip. Volvo service contract. We don't get into that stuff, so I guess you could probably do prepaid service stuff. Yeah, prepaid maintenance plans, all that stuff. We don't get into that. So, yeah. So, I guess there's only two packages. There's a luxury package, and there's a convenience package. So, now we know all of the features. Let's go do the build and price. Okay, we're ready to do our build and price. We got our V90 Cross Country selected. The base model starts at $55,195, but obviously we have not thrown the T6 trim on that yet, so let's go do that. Here we are at the T6. We've got our T6 selected, and so here we are. So let's see. What do we want for our paint colors? We've got, well, let's first go over all the exterior paint colors because we haven't done that yet. So there's an ice white. There's a bright silver metallic, which is a 645 upgrade. Looks like all the metallic paints, and that's why they said package, all the metallic paints cost extra money. Looks like the only available standard no-cost paint is white. There's this pine gray, which doesn't look bad. There's this onyx black metallic. There's a denim blue metallic. There's that osmium gray metallic. There's crystal white metallic. And then there's that maple brown metallic. Now, the reality is I'm not impressed with any of these colors, and so I don't want to pay for any of them. So we're just going to go with the standard ice white. All right, let's go check out our wheels now. Now, wow, they've got quite a few options on the wheels, don't they? They didn't show us all of them. I'm telling you right now, we're going with the 21-inch wheels. I don't care if they do have summer tires on them or not. We're going to go with the 21-inch wheels. Let's just go ahead and do that right off the jump. Those are gorgeous. Those are the ones that they were showing in the gallery, and I was suspect on these. And so, yeah, now we got those. Okay, let's select our interior. I like the charcoal leather interior. We're not going to go with the Napa because I don't want to spend $4,500 to get the Napa leather interior. I think the standard black leather looks great. I think the seats have beautiful sculpting. I think the interior is quite attractive. So that said, let's move on to exterior styling. See what they're offering here. Dual exhaust pipes for $245. That sounds fun. What does this give us here? This says side scuff plate. All right, why not? So that way, let's remove it, see if we can see where it's removing something. I can't really see it, and they don't really tell us what it is. It's an accessory, but obviously it's going to help protect the vehicle. Fully color-coordinated sills and bumpers. We know that's part of a package, so we're not going to get into that. Let's go over to interior styling. I like the black walnut inlay versus that mesh. I don't want to do that. Really nothing to do over here. The 3-spoke steering wheel, the leather gear shift knob. Yeah, we already have that stuff. So let's move on to packages. So there's that luxury package for $4,500, and then there's that advanced package for $2,450. The advanced package gives you full LED headlights, 360 surround view camera, high pressure headlight cleaning system, head-up display. Actually, that's not necessarily a bad deal for $2,450. You know what? I think we're going to go ahead and grab that. I know that we can do the head-up display a la carte, but I think that's a pretty good package. We're going to go ahead and grab that package. Let's go ahead to options here and see what they've got here. They got heated rear seats for an option. Wow. Let's see. Harman Kardon sound system. Let's upgrade our sound system a little bit to the Harman Kardon for $800. The Volvo service contracts, smartphone integration. We don't need any of that stuff. prepaid maintenance, roof racks, Polestar performance software. Basically, it's going to make the vehicle a little bit peppier. So we're going to go ahead and throw that software on there. Wheel locks. I think that's cheap insurance. Let's throw the wheel locks on there. The rest of this stuff, we've got basically storage solutions. I do like the mud flap deals. The mud flaps are nice. That's going to protect the lower body of the paint. So that's cool. I like the rubber floor mats. That's cool. I like the rubber floor mats. And I think that's it. And the load liner accessory. See this thing here? That also protects the back. So from spills, you have groceries, something spills back there, you don't ruin the carpet underneath in the back. So that's cool. Let's run over to the summary, see where we're sitting at. We're sitting at $65,220. Life for this vehicle started at about $55,000 and change or something like that. We got ours in ice white. If you actually like the way that I've built and priced this 2020 Volvo V90 Cross Country all-wheel drive wagon, then I'm going to download, I'm going to print off this build summary right here, and I'm going to put it in the description below so you can actually download the build summary and you can build and spec yours just like this one. Okay, so that's really a wrap. About $65,000 for a very nice upscale European luxury wagon. The Volvo V90 Cross Country is quite nice. I like it. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you found this review helpful, informative, or entertaining, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the very next video.